What's up, folks? What's up? I found a new location at the hotel in LA. This is the Freehand Hotel, and I'm in the guest lounge. So it's much brighter in here than it is in the lobby. So here we go. 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 I want to give you my. I don't know. I don't know why I want to give you something. I want to give you some excitement. I want to give you some excitement because I'm excited. I'm excited. Let me ease on to this. My name is Sekouw Rites. I am your host, and I'm the host of Get Rich 101. And I am someone who's had a hemorrhagic stroke. That's the big one now. That's a serious stroke. And of the people, if 100 people got that stroke today, 83 people would die within the first 4 weeks. So I'm one of the 17 that lived, and I've made it 2.5 years. So bravo, bravo, bravo. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So that said, I want to give thanks to New Thought Media Network right up there, and give a shout out to Fee King. Thanks, Boo. And a shout out to Reverend Melissa and everyone else who supported me, everyone else who's tried to reach me and I haven't gotten back to them. I'm sorry, but I'm here. I'm receiving your messages. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you so much. So that kind of leads us into today's presentation topic because I feel like this is a new beginning for me. I feel like this is a new beginning for me. I've been trying to think of it in a way that encapsulates it well, but I don't think I have one, but I'm gonna try it. So you know those horses, the Floridians? No. There's these special horses. They're very big and they're very stout, and I don't know anyone who's ever seen one in person. That's my point. I don't know anyone who's ever seen one in person. And I wish I could remember the name of them, but they're very big and very magical almost. Anyway, I've heard these there's my text message. Just make sure it's not my ride. Oh, yep, that's Corbin. So hold on, let me just respond to Corbin, who's here to take me to the airport. Down there's in the lounge, LOUN lounge. Let me know if they'll let. I'm sorry. See, this is how fast I usually type. I type very slow because the aphasia, so it messes with me. So I'm trying to get this right. Sorry for the delay, but I gotta be right on my airport delivery. Let me know if they will let you down. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna keep that open in case he, because I'm hoping he'll come down and we can talk together about this, and I won't have to hit record again. So anyway, and so what I'm saying is these horses are magical, right? And I don't know anyone who's ever seen them, and they're on some beer can or something, but I've only seen them in pictures. But they must be magical, right? You imagine being around them must be magical because these horses are supposedly much bigger than normal horses, right? So what I was trying to think of was that reminded me of what it was like dealing with David Capablanca and his crew, because I was like, they look like normal people, right? But their conversation was up here like, and it was all the way up here, and I was sitting there shocked and stunned and looking around like, and I would keep finding myself getting stuck. And then I would have to get myself unstuck. Shout out to Fee King and her new book, Getting Unstuck. Check it out. Check it out, people. Go check out her book. It's available now in Amazon.com. Okay, so I would have to get myself unstuck and I would try to get myself unstuck by asking questions. Sometimes I was successful, sometimes I wasn't. And so that's, I'm trying to think of a really good analogy, but I'm going to go with that. So I felt like I would ask questions sometimes, and then that would give me enough energy to keep working at it. And so I met some fun people, and I met this lady, the only lady in the program, I believe. And she was sitting next to me, and everybody had their computers out. And they had multiple screens and everything. This was Monday. Everybody had everything up. And I didn't have anything really. I had this computer, which is a tablet, and I haven't done anything regarding stocks on a tablet before. So I was trying to do stuff for the very first time. And then I was like, I kept trying to keep up. And I was like, all right, relax. Use your phone, which is what you usually do to stocks. So I got on my phone, and they're saying he can't come down. All right, so I'm about to go. I have to do him. Okay, so I'm gonna have to end this quick because I don't want to hit return again, and I don't want to keep you waiting. Okay, so just okay. So anyway, what I was saying was I was directing myself to my phone, and once I got to my phone, I felt comfortable. So I got to my phone, and then I noticed that the lady next to me was on her phone. She was on her phone too, and I was like, oh, why didn't I notice that when I was so busy looking at everyone else with their computer screens out, with their multiple screens and boards and whatnot? Why hadn't I been able to focus on the fact that here, right next to me, she's using her phone, right? So I noticed she's using her phone. I was like, okay. So I asked her during one of the breaks what she was using, and she said, Thinkorswim. And I was like, yes, that's what I'm using, Thinkorswim. Yes. And so I asked her what he was showing her. And so she talked me through it, and I pulled up my Thinkorswim and said, yeah, that's it. Da, 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 da. And she added something like whatever he was saying, David was saying, I couldn't get it, but I got it from her. And if she hadn't explained it, I never would have gotten it. And now I've got this thing that translates stocks in a new way. So yeah, the language was so high, and my saving grace was I was willing to ask questions. Right? I was willing to ask questions. That reminds me of, I'll end with this. It reminds me of a story. I remember her name, Azolda Motley. I worked for Azolda Motley, and she said that one of the great things about me that I knew when to ask for help. And I was like, what? Like, what, like, what you talking about? Like, everybody's going to ask for help. Everybody's going to ask when they don't know what they're doing, right? No, that was early on. That was my first major job. And I didn't understand that for years. I was like, that's the face I was making when she gave me that compliment. I was like, whatever. I did not get it at all. But she kept saying it, and that's what I leaned into here. I didn't ask the question every time, but I asked the question a lot of the times, and the questions that I asked helped me make sense of everything. So in a class of 10 people, I was definitely the last man standing. I was definitely the furthest one back. But I was still part of the thing. I was still part of the thing. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's so far ahead of me that I felt odd being here so far back, and trying to understand what they were doing. But I just kept on telling people, I'm a beginner, la-da-da. What did you just ask? What did you just do? And everything. And so that was really, I'm just saying it requires some internal work. It requires some internal work to be that powerful, to be powerful enough to just ask. Uh-oh, they dropped the lights on me. Is it motion sensitive? I don't know. Well, I'm going to take that as my cue to go. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in for a second and say that it was a very gift-filled session. And I'm so glad I went, because I was the one in back of the 10 people this time, but next time I'll be much further ahead. And maybe there'll be someone else back here, but I am moving ahead of where I should be, right? I'm moving ahead of where I should be. And I can't tell you all the things that David said. David just made, being able to watch David as he traded was something. It was something. Because he got very still, very quiet, very focused, and he's a very lively guy, as you'll see in my interview with him. Anyway, I'm not going to keep Corby waiting. I'm going to go ahead and get on to the airport. And yeah, folks, you will see me soon. I'm headed back to New York. So remember that now is better than perfect. Ashe. All right, folks. I'll see you soon. Later.